all of us are one body. And if you have like a sore, say, leg, then the whole body will not feel good because you have like a problem somewhere. My name is Esmail. I'm an automation electrical engineer, and I'm from Iran.
Tell me about being an electrical engineer. What are you doing?
Electrical engineer actually is a big world. So we have lots of fields that we work with. Electrical engineer has 4 parts: telecommunication, electronics, power, and control. And I'm control engineer, and that means that we automate stuff. So we have a processor in industry. We have like the control. Saying just as a simple example, for Karachi City Council, we control the pressure of your tap water. So we start the pumps, and if you need more pressure, we speed up the pumps. And we have a set point, so each individual need to have like a pressure fixed. So we are controlling the pressure of the water. That's one example. So yeah.
So it's designing software as well as the more practical physical application?
Yes, actually it comes with as industrial processors. Actually the brain is industrial processor. We call them PLC, programmable logic controller. We're programming them, and yeah, there are definitely each hardware comes with a software. So we program the software, we tell the software what to do. So it's like what we do. We just see for example, same example, we see the pressure, read in a software in that brain that we have. We call it PLC.
But you've got to be good at what you do. Otherwise, well, you're in New Zealand, so you must have said, hey, I want to come here, I'm good. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I have definitely for the immigration scheme, we call it skilled workers. So we are skilled workers, and of course the process for me took 3 years. I had around, I can't really say, 12 years of experience in that field in Singapore with different fields and different industries. And I done my interview when I was in Singapore, then I got my job offer. And actually, yes, before that, they have evaluated all my skills. I sent my CV, so it was like a really long process, interviewed, and they made sure that when I'm here, I'm going to help to the economy and to the business and to the industry. Yeah, I got my job. I got the job offer when I landed in 9th of August, I think, 2016. I had 1 day off, and next day I was at my office. And I started the real work, and I'm doing the same work till now.
So when you landed, presumably it just wasn't you, because I see you have a great family. Tell me about you. The whole family came, huh?
Yeah, that night was a night. I came, I have many friends in different parts of the world, but Christchurch was where I had no friend, I know no one. And August, it's a cold season here. Of course, being in Singapore for 5-6 years, I used to that temperature. When I came here, it was a cold night, one of the coldest nights. My wife was pregnant. I have a 4-year-old kid with me, and I had 16 pieces of luggages with me. And when I landed to the airport, it was 10 p.m. after they, inspected all of that. And of course, I couldn't put all of them in a car, and I had no place. I had like an Airbnb booked before, but I didn't know anyone. No one was waiting for me in the airport. So I came out. It was a cold night with a pregnant wife, with a 4-year-old kid, no car, and 16 pieces of luggage. I was thinking, what I'm doing here, what I'm gonna do. Of course, I had the job offer. I know that tomorrow will be a good day. But that moment was a very special moment for me, that, being nowhere, having no friends, having, is a real immigration, real moving. This is a new life. You're just born and you just go and do it.
From that description, I can't think of anything but the word courageous, and it's a pretty courageous thing because you're not walking into a comfort zone, you're walking out of one.
Totally, yeah. Yes, and compared with now, of course, we built it up really last 5 years when I'm in New Zealand. Now I have really many friends, tens of friends, good friends, and I can just choose and go to visit any of them if I want. And not even in this city, I have friends in different cities in New Zealand. So it turned to be really a success. I really am happy that we are having that, friends now here.
So how did you make those friendships? Because that perhaps is the hardest thing, to come from one culture, enter another, and find a place.
The good thing, actually, I always have with me everywhere I go. I have music talent. I play a lot of Iranian instruments. So that actually helps me to get friends quite fast. So it happened that when I came here, after a couple of months, there was some events for Iranians. And just apart from the friends that I get in the office, of course, in the office, I could just get, next day I could get some friends, office friends, that I wasn't alone. But in the Iranian community, I just asked them, I want to play some Iranian music. And that time there was no one. We Iranians, we sometimes celebrate, and even if our music is not really exciting, like classical or is Iranian way of playing, and probably new generation probably doesn't like, don't like that. But when you go to the stage and play, everyone gonna look at you, and after you finish, they will come and talk to you. So this helped me to build up a lot of, friendship because of my music.
The friendships that you've made, are they broad, or do they fall within the same cultural group that you left?
Relating with people depends on the common things that we can share. I could share Iranian culture with my Iranians, so I have Iranian friends because of that. And of course, sending my kids to school, I have friends with parents of the other kids that are in the same class with my son. So I've made a lot of broad range of friendship with school parents. In the work, definitely, I'm sharing, because I'm working, I'm sharing friendship with, sometimes, we get really close, even with the colleague, we sit together, we talk, then we go out after the office hours, we just, even get closer than like a colleague. First impression, when you introduce yourself or they see you, a Kiwi, you have zero credit, you have nothing. You have to prove yourself that you are like a normal human, You are educated, you know what you are doing, you have families, you think similar to them, a little bit different culture, of course, but you have to try to tell them that, hey, I'm a normal person, I'm normal. I mean, in these media, of course, Iran comes with a very rich historical background, all of that, but unfortunately the things that are really new, fresh in the media every day is that Iranians are supporting terrorism, and of course even in the Muslim community we are Shia and we are like different from Sunnis. So
how do you walk that path then and try and make people understand, I'm this person? What do you say?
Honestly, in New Zealand I don't have that as a big problem. In New Zealand it is okay. I see people actually are not that, at least in the surface, I see they're okay, they're welcomed to the multinational people. As I said, even I'm okay if they don't, but I don't really see that as a big problem. So I'm living with that, honestly.
Do you find this an accepting community or a country?
Yes, that's right, yes. Yeah. I really see that from government up to even being here doing this interview, I see that Kiwis are trying to accept. What you see here is a gym, a Persian kind of gym that we do every Sunday, and it's actually a bit like traditional. So we play music, and with the rhythm that we have, the called Palawan, or the athletes, they're just doing their workouts. My kid's teacher, my son's teacher, talking to me the other day and asking me to try to keep this connection with the culture and the history we have. And from that time, when I went back to Iran, I tried to make my home as an Iranian home. So you see everything around here, they are all made in Iran, and they are like, again, cultural things. So when my kids or anyone actually stepping into my house, they see that this house is an Iranian house. So these all the things that are around and trying to decorate as an Iranian home. I play Iranian music in my home. We teach our kids Persian language, Farsi language. Like before this interview, my son had an online Farsi class. We're teaching them Quran. We're trying to keep whatever actually we had back home and they could learn when they've been there here. So keep that link connected.
What do you say to the people, and there are people who are like this, who say, oh, well, you come to this country, you should be like us?
There are tested, societies. You can see tested societies. Things like US has tested that what you said now. When you are here, put away what you had, when you are here, you should be like us. I think that was a fail. If I'm talking to Iranian families and parents to America, it's like really disconnected generation. So the parents are totally different people than their kids, and they are really disconnected. And sometimes, honestly, the thing is, kids, they don't like their parents because they don't understand them. They're really disconnected. What I see in New Zealand, as I said, I'm really happy being in this society because the other day we had a Nowruz Iranian celebration. Mayor was actually there, and he's actually told that what he normally tells in the citizenship ceremony, saying that when you are here, you're not leaving anything. You're bringing what you have with you here. So those are actually what I'm really happy. What I want to do, bring whatever we are, and share with others, and of course learn with the others. That is actually what I think will succeed. So not when you say, when you are here, just live whatever you have been before. So just this is what you have to be.
I wonder, when you look at Tangata Whenua, the Maori people, do you gain any inspiration from that? Because there's many things going on in this country, and a lot of it is around seeing each other and respecting each other.
Yes. As I said, again, that is what I see New Zealand government or New Zealand whatever culture is getting that way, respecting Maoris, while actually it wasn't like that in, 40, 50 years ago. I know that even Maori language was banned in the schools. Now they're encouraging. Even my kids are learning Maori now. I'm really happy for that. And yeah, as I said, it shows that there is like I don't know actually the English word, a maturity is like ruling this country, I see. Not like some Western countries that when you are there, you should be really like them, learn their language. And, here we respect Maoris, we respect multicultures, and we are like, here is where is not like, I can say, like one stream, like one, honestly, I don't know the English word of saying that, but where all the nations are living together peacefully is like what the whole world should be. Should be like a model that all the other countries need to see and learn and use. We are all human. We can share everything, and it's not really us against them. It's all of us. We are all one, and we have to really respect each other. And I see, as I said, New Zealand is in a really right way, right path of getting to where the whole world needs to use that experience. But I'm really looking in a time that we are all human and we are like living to each other because just we are human, not because we are Muslims or Maoris or anything. We are just human and we live together because of not color and everything. But I know now probably we have to go this transit, this transition up to that time, and I'm really looking to the time that everyone lives together without any label and without, looking at any difference. We just all are one, and we are living together, respecting each other because we all are human.
Where does that come from for you? those values come from somewhere. They come from your personal lived experience. They come from what you've seen. They come from how you've felt life yourself.
You have come a long way. I born in a small village in a small part of a far country, in Middle East. I've come a long way. I came for the university. I went to Tehran, and it was a big change for me from going to a small city to a big city. From Singapore, I went to Singapore. From Singapore, I came here. Actually, I've seen many nations, many groups, many people, and I always thought that all these things that's happening around us has really just that reason, labels, and making that labels. For me being Kurdish, in that small town, is you're Kurdish, you're Turkish, so they're labeling each other. If you go to Tehran, you are from capital, you are not from capital, making that label. Coming to Singapore, you're Chinese, you're Malay. I mean, you in some countries you will see really even government is doing that differentiation. Yeah, I think that is what I've felt with my bones, and my blood, that we should put that thing away. We shouldn't really label each other because of our beliefs, because of our color, because of our language. We should really just think of us, And I've seen that when it happens, how beautiful can be the world, because it happens sometimes being in a group that you haven't. You haven't been in the same country, you haven't actually lived together for a long time, but you can share that love with so many nationalities in a room, and you will feel that, that is the world, that is the love, and that is the end of, the perfection. That should be, the future. That should be the world.